You think it's easy? Okay. So now you want to begin with data analysis using the SPSS. Now you have levels of objectives, right? So you start learning about how to analyze objectives that are set at their state of affairs. And when you set your objective as state of affairs, there are two things you have to think about. You have to think about level of measurement. Which level of measurement did you use for measuring the variables? You have to think about the level of measurements that you use in measuring the variables. Okay? Very, very relevant. After that, think about measure of central tendency. Measure of central tendency and dispersion for the level of measurement used. Okay? Measure of what? Central tendency and then dispersion. Level of central tendency and then dispersion that we have for that particular variable that we are going to analyze to check the state of what affairs. Normally, if you measure the variables at the nominal and ordinal, then we expect that the mean and then the mode will be the measure of central tendency, and then you can use what? Standard deviation as a dispersion. If you measure them at ratio or scale level, then we expect that you use standard deviation as a measure of dispersion, and also average or mean as what? Measure of central tendency. We also have other modes of descriptive statistics that we can do, like maximum, minimum, range, interquartile range, percentiles, and all those things. They are all applicable under certain circumstances based on the distribution and the nature of variables that you are dealing with. In fact, the distribution of the data and also the nature of variables that you are dealing with. So we'll be focusing much on the first one that we talked about, where we use frequencies and percentage to measure central tendency and dispersion, and also where we use mean and standard deviation to measure what? Central tendency and dispersion for most of our objectives. Okay, so if given the data that we have, we wanted to know the number of businesses that are small, assuming it is a part of the objective, number of small and medium businesses that use is it under social media? No, the data is not on social media, right? Yeah. The data is on the supplier integration. Okay, so if you want to know, maybe you want to know the number of small, medium, and large firms. Okay, small, medium, and large commercial poultry farms in the locality that do integration. We can just simply go to our data and then analyze that. Or we want to look at degree of effectiveness. The second objective, we want to look at effectiveness. Effectiveness of supplier integration, okay? Supplier integration among the commercial poultry farms. Is that not it? So they are all state of affairs. We want to look at one is how is it like. We want to take a snapshot of event of a particular situation. So we want to illustrate that one using the SPSS software. Okay, thank you.